So I'll come to first to K Pandiarajan. Does the country really need a third front?
First, let me thank you for giving me the opportunity. State of States, I'm very delighted that India Today, for 4 years in succession, gave #1 to Tamil Nadu. So the Tamil Nadu first is the theme that you have, and let me thank you for it. And all the 4 years, it was ruled by AIADMK, because the last report that you published was 2021 March end, and the last 4 years, Tamil Nadu has remained as #1. And on that bedrock is the statement that you made about 4% of population in Tamil Nadu, 4% of geography, 6% of population, 10% of GDP. That's what Tamil Nadu contributes to India. So that has been on the bedrock of social justice philosophies, which have been anchored for a long time, and as a party which, representing the party which ruled Tamil Nadu for almost 30 years, out of the last 50 years, AIADMK has major contribution to make. The political question that you raised about whether Tamil Nadu will again be pioneering creation of a federal front, my response to it is, one, AIADMK is attempting to make NDA as federal as it can be. That is the position that I like to take first, #1, because the stated philosophy of the NDA is cooperative federalism. So federal as definition, I would like to interpret it like this. I don't want to see it as a third front necessarily. Yeah, the United Front, the National Front, the times when VP Singh, Mr. Dev Gowda and Mr. I.K. Gujral got emerged as the Prime Minister of sort of a consensus Prime Minister at some points in time. The commonality in all these fronts was they were short-lived, and they were all having DMK as a constituent. And some of them, DMK actually attempted to create fronts at some points in time, as they are currently attempting to keep the plank of social justice and attempt to weave a front around the theme of social justice. So as of now, our thing is, as you rightly said, thrice we could have had a Tamilian become a Prime Minister. Perundalivar Kamaraj had the opportunity. He actually gave it and identified Mrs. Indira Gandhi as the Prime Minister. Second time it was Kalaignar. Third time it was Mr. Moopanar. All the 3 times it was under some kind of a transition, where the only time in India, over the last many years of independence, where a regional leader declared herself as a Prime Minister candidate was Madam Amma. At that point in time, Modi or Lady kind of a statement he made very powerfully, and actually won 37 seats at that point in time. And that was a point in time where there was again a live chance of a Tamilian become a Prime Minister. Unfortunately, at that time, BJP won by itself, 2014 at that point in time. So we didn't have the opportunity. The coming elections, Parliament elections, in my view, will see a federal front emerge, where NDA will become a lot more truly federal, as its stated intent, where all the allies, they would be a lot more dependent, is what my projection is, which would mean that every one of the alliance partners will have a stronger role to play, making the front truly federal. That's the projection that I see from my party point of view.